subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
And a boy!
I'm Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Friday Night Football Review for round 11 of the 2023 NRL season. We saw one game of football tonight that was competitive, and we saw one game that was absolutely diabolical. We saw the Warriors beat the Bulldogs at Accor Stadium in Sydney, 24 points to 12. And we saw the Panthers demolish the Roosters, 48 points to 4. I'm joined by CJ Moxley. Now, CJ, we all know you're a South supporter, and you must be over the moon to see the Roosters get flogged like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, it's round 11. Don't want to go up too early, but can't buy a comp.
Mate, that was fucked. I'll be honest. That game was fucked.
With a spine we thought they have, can't be letting in 40+ points. It's simple as that.
I now have serious questions about the Roosters. But before we get into it, before we get into the review, I just want to say quickly, if you guys are new to the YouTube channel, make sure you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. If you are a regular viewer, thank you very much for tuning in once again to the Friday Night Football Review for round 11 of the NRL. My name is Nick from Australia, and I am joined by CJ Moxley. We do this on a weekly basis. We do the Friday Night Football Review all the time, so it's great to see. And hello to the live chat. Hello to Cody Games PlayStation, Viking King, Damien from Newcastle, SS Storm fan, Devils_site. Hello, Yeet Boy. Donation alert, ladies and gentlemen, from Mr. Lachlan. Nick, I'm fucking depressed. I hope we win next week. Lachlan, I understand, bro. I know what it's like to lose like that. So I hope you're okay, bro. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
They've got the Dragons next week in Cogra.
Yeah, they almost lost to the Dragons the other week on Anzac Day too.
That's right.
Well, that'll be interesting. I can't believe what is wrong with the Roosters. What is going on?
I'll tell you.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
I'll tell you what went wrong. Complacency, ego, cockiness. That's what went wrong. They were expected to lose about 3-4 games this year. I think they got over the moon about themselves, and hey, reality checks. No footy season's easy.
That's right. I thought the Roosters were really, really poor. Look, well done to the Panthers. The Panthers were clinical, and they were very good. But bugger me, I now have serious question marks on the Roosters. I have serious question marks on their team list that they keep naming every week. A lot of their players are out of form. A lot of their players don't look interested. I am very concerned about the Roosters. Do I reckon they'll miss the top 8? No. I still think the Roosters will play finals. I reckon they'll get there. But fucking hell, they have a lot of improving to do. I don't know if they can win the comp, but I think I'm this close to putting a pen through them for the premiership. But I'm still going to say they're a chance, but Jesus Christ, they have a lot to improve on, man.
Well, if you told any sort of pundit they had 40 put on them this year, you think they're crazy. Roosters nearly conceded fucking 50 tonight.
They probably should have.
Yeah, should have. Exactly right. And that's the issue. I don't know. There could be something deeper, but
I don't know, bro.
not my
I
place to
don't know.
comment on.
Hey, look, I want to say as well, well done to the Panthers. The Panthers were very dominant. They were very clinical. They were back to their best, and they needed to be at their best. But, bro, the Roosters, I mean, they've been treading water for weeks. I mean, they barely survived the Dragons on Anzac Day. They there was a couple of other games where they barely survived.
Got knobbed by the fucking Cowboys. Nobody saw
Hang
coming.
on. So, beaten by the Sharks, round 7.
That's where it started.
Yeah, they won Anzac Day by a lousy point. Well, they led 20-6, I think it was, and nearly got run down. They survived the Warriors, and we thought, okay, maybe they are back in form. They were humiliated by the Cowboys at Magic Round in the wet. And look, I know it was a 5-day turnaround, but to lose 48-4 is really poor. And I know Sam Walker was not there, but they can't blame Sam Walker anymore. And obviously the big news, Joseph Manu, he injured his ankle. That just makes it worse for the Roosters.
Well, they got a bit of a halves problem, I guess you could say. What are they going to do? Hutchison, Keary? I don't know.
Well, Sam Walker is out for 2 to 3 weeks. I don't think Manu will play next week.
No, he's
gone. Yeah, Hutchison will probably have to play 6 next week.
Well, it doesn't get better for him, does it?
Gets harder. And the Roosters, they take on the Dragons next week out of Cogra. Then after that, they have the bye. So they must be looking forward to the bye.
Then after the bye, they got someone tough, I think.
After the bye, they got the Bulldogs at Gosford.
You'd think they win those 2 games, but with how they're tracking, you don't know.
We will get to the Bulldogs Warriors review in a moment, but we're going to start with the Panthers Roosters game. And you know what? The try scorers from the game tonight: Scott Sorensen got 2 tries, Edwards got 1, Peachy got 2, Tayo got 1, Tuiva got 1, and Luai got 1. And for the Roosters, 1 try to Corey Allen. What about me? Nick Bet, baby. Nick Bet. How about this? So before kickoff, about 10 minutes before kickoff, I'm just mucking around on my phone, looking at bets for the game. And as everyone would know, I always back the second rowers for first try scorer. I put them all on. Put $8 on Sorensen for first try. Bang! Fisher Harris through the middle. Offload to Sorensen. Sorensen scores first. Won myself $270, $250. What a win.
Fucking no, bro. That's a risk, but came through for you. 200 plus. You take it, man. You take it.
Came through really well. So Sorensen had 2 tries. Peachy had 2 tries. And the Panthers were very, very clinical. Also, we must mention as well, Jerome Luai. We've been waiting for Luai to have a big game for a while now. Well, that was Jerome Luai's best game of the season by far, and I don't think one game should put him in Origin contention, but because he is the reigning New South Wales 5'8", and he was the Rugby League World Cup player of the tournament, sort of whatever it was. Luai versus Hines for that 5'8" spot's getting bigger and bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but I think he's left it too late.
So do I. But we know what Freddie will do.
Freddie will pick Luai. Well, I think so.
Freddie will put Luai at 6, and he'll put Nico Hines on the bench. I guarantee it.
Yep, no, that's what's going to happen. But look, I'm not going to discredit Luai tonight. He was fantastic.
Yeah, it's not what I would do. I mean, I'm going to be revealing my Origin team very, very soon. But Luai, for me, he can't be starting. It's got to be Nico. But Luai tonight, we were waiting for his big statement game to send a message to Brad Fittler and Greg Alexander and the New South Wales coaching staff. And tonight was his night. He was the best player on the field tonight.
Yep, no, I agree. Luai was definitely one of the best on the field tonight. And
Sorensen as well.
Yep, Sorensen. But I think Luai, if he really, really wants that 6 jersey, he needs to do that next week as well, and just keep going to Origin because he is fantastic.
Big game for the Panthers next week too. They play next Thursday night against the Broncos up there in Brisbane.
Another great test for them.
The Panthers will want revenge from round 1 where they were beaten by a point in the wet. So that'll be very interesting next Thursday night. But look, obviously we'll go through some of the players that stood out. Obviously, Dylan Edwards, once again, very good. Very good. I'm gonna throw this at you, CJ. Dylan Edwards. Do you reckon he should be the New South Wales State of Origin 18th man?
Yeah, why not? I think he's one of the best fullbacks in the comp. Put him in the squad, eh? I mean, I don't know if there's any use of having him in there if he's not going to play, but fair dinkum, if there's someone to track Teddy down, mate, I'll put it out there. Dylan Edwards, man. He's phenomenal. He's one of the safest fullbacks in the comp.
Oh, yeah, he's on fire. On fire, obviously, Tyrone Peachy tonight had a great game in the centres.
Yeah, fucking
the Rango man was very good tonight. It was good to see.
Yeah, Buzz. I love seeing him score.
Jerome Luai, outstanding.
Fisher Harris, bro, I thought it was great.
Fisher Harris was a machine. Big Fish was in form tonight.
Oh, yeah. How about
they all were, bro. Like, you can't really name a bad player for Penrith. I thought Isaiah Yeo was terrific.
Oh, he's a
I thought Scott Sorensen was outstanding.
Sorry, mate. Isaiah Yeo's a kicker now.
Mate, Sorrow was terrific. The Panthers were great. The Roosters, look, it's really hard to pick a good player from them. They were horrible.
Oh, fuck. I can't really name their best player. Look, Nick, taking the bias out of it, I genuinely can't.
Okay, I feel genuinely sick what I'm reading here on the stats. Brother, not one Roosters forward ran over 100 metres.
Their fucking forward pack, none of them ran over 100 metres.
Matt Lodge off the bench ran for 96, and Sitili Tupanua ran for 88 metres. But, bro.
That is dreadful on their behalf because even I know they're great forwards. They should be running over. Do they not always average over 100 nearly every game?
A lot of them do. Bro, look at that pack. Hargraves, Collins, Crichton, Butcher, Radley, Lodge, Tupanui, Baker. Not one of them ran for 100 metres. Lodge ran for 96 off the bench.
That just makes it worse if someone off the bench is doing more than anyone who was starting.
Bro, some people are going to say, you're too critical of the Roosters. I know a lot of people are going to say that, but this is like, it's inexcusable. It's round 11. Origin's a couple of weeks away. The Roosters are in this bad form right now. They're going to lose players to Origin. They're going to lose Tedesco. They're going to lose Lindsay Collins. They're going to probably lose Angus Crichton as well. So there's 3 players right there. They might even lose Joseph Suaalii as well. So this is really bad for the Roosters. If I was the Roosters, I'd be in panic mode. This is not good for them.
They were projected to be a top
4
team at least. Right now, they're outside of the top 8.
They're 5-4. And they're for and against is -21. Brother, the Gold Coast have a better record than them.
Oh, who the fuck lets that happen?
Gold Coast are 8th, -9. The Gold Coast have a better for and against than the Roosters at round 11. What the actual fuck?
Look, personally, I think it's funny, but if I'm being serious, this I just don't know why. I don't know if it's the whole Sam Walker dropping thing. I don't know if Trent Robinson's lost his touch. I have no idea. But something isn't right at the Roosters, and I think it's clear.
Yeah, they're in trouble. They're in big trouble, bro. I don't know where they go from here. Anyway,
Well, who knows?
mate, man of the match. I'm going to give it to Sorensen. I just think he deserves it. He had 2 tries tonight. I thought it was obviously Luai was the main standout for everyone, but
Yep.
I'm giving Scott Sorensen man of the match.
There's a couple players I could give man of the match. I could give Sorensen, Edwards. I'm going to give it to Jerome Luai.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, mate, let's go back to the first game. Now, I live reacted to this game, Bulldogs versus Warriors, and you know what? I was really disappointed. I was disappointed. I thought this game was going to be entertaining. Thought it was going to be high scoring. Thought it was going to be a classic game to start Friday Night Footy. It was disappointing. But I will say, I'm glad I live reacted to Dogs Warriors over Panthers Roosters. Panthers Roosters was a fucking snooze fest. But
this was supposed to be
the Bulldogs, their attack, bro, they looked so lost.
They you can tell in their attack as well. They have no genuine halfback there to control them. They're lacking a lot. They just can't make any sort of execution. The Bulldogs look lost in attack, and well, I'm not going to give their defense any praise either. I think
the defense is terrible.
Bulldogs aren't the injury excuse. I think is out the window now.
Oh, I don't.
Well, how much do they even have out? I didn't even notice anyone out besides Addo Carr.
Fox, Addo Carr, Addo Carr, kick out. Luke Thompson's still out.
That's right.
Is anyone else?
Ryan Sutton. I think that's
Ryan Sutton.
Well,
that's 4.
I'll put it like this. They nearly beat the Raiders at Magic Round. They were competitive. They were competitive against Cronulla a few weeks ago. The Warriors were a winnable game in Sydney.
They almost beat Canberra last week.
I think they would. I tipped them to beat the Warriors, but they dished nothing. Especially in that first half. Dished nothing. They were carved up by Shaun Johnson.
Shaun Johnson's kicking game tonight was outstanding. And I thought Ronald Volkman did a great job as well.
Ronald Volkman. Gun.
The try scores from this game were Josh Curran, Adam Fanil-Blake, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, and Ronald Volkman. And for the Dogs, try to Harrison Edwards, first ever NRL try. Congratulations. And Jaden Ockenborn in the back row late in the game.
Fuck, man.
I did have a cheeky $3 on Curran first try, so that was nice. That was very nice.
Nick Bet comes through.
Nick Bet's on fire tonight. Brother, Josh Curran, I thought tonight he played probably his best game of the season.
Well, he started, didn't he? So
left edge back row.
There you go. I think I would keep him there, to be honest.
It's a tough one, though, because Jackson Ford will be back soon, and Jackson Ford's been killing it all year. So maybe you put Curran on the other side and you put Niokore on the bench. I'm not too sure what you do, but the Warriors have got some good headaches, bro. They get Barnett back soon too as well.
I don't think Curran should be on the bench. I think he should start. I've always been in that illusion that he should start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You put Jackson Ford on the left, Curran on the right edge, and you bring Niokore off the bench maybe. I don't know.
Josh Curran, he is a fantastic quality player, and tonight he was
on fire, bro.
More involved than he's been all year, so it's good to see.
Yeah. No, he was great tonight. I thought Shaun Johnson's kicking game was outstanding.
Vintage.
Mate, I thought Charles Nickel-Klukstad, he was under the high ball a lot from Matt Burton. I thought he handled himself very well.
Mate, those Burton bombs, mate, they were catching him all night. They're a nightmare to catch.
Yeah. No, look, I thought the Warriors started the game really well. Obviously, 18-0 up at halftime. Thought the Bulldogs were really poor in that first half. They needed to be first to score in the second half, and they did. They got it to 18-6, and then Volkman obviously back at towards the end scoring that try, make it 24-6, and then obviously Ockenball late in the game.
Fucking Ockenball.
Brother, I haven't got much to say about the Bulldogs. I thought they were really poor. I thought their attack they were clueless. Obviously, they need to go by a halfback. Look, here's the thing. Flanagan, good kid.
He's gone.
Obviously isn't in the Bulldogs' future plans. Josh Reynolds, old, slow. Love Reynolds. I love Grubb. Great player. He can't be starting every week for the Bulldogs in the halves. Matt Burton needs to go back to 5'8", bro. Matt Burton ain't a halfback. It's clear as day. And Carl Alawapu.
Yep.
The kid's got potential and he will get better the more he plays, but I'm sorry, but he's not ready for NRL right now. He's not NRL standard at this stage.
Mate, honestly, just chuck the checkbook at Ben Hunt. Fuck me.
You might as well. And, maybe they should look at someone from the UK like Aiden Caesar. Maybe they should look at someone like him. Maybe Lewis Dodd, the St. Helens halfback.
Yeah,
I would
bring in someone.
I would suggest George Williams, but he just re-signed with Warrington, so that won't be happening. But, the Warriors need a controlling, dominant, organising halfback who can get you repeat sets, who can get you game management. And at the moment, they just haven't got that guy. I know we spoke about it on the podcast the other day, CJ. Mitchell Pearce has said he's open to coming back to the NRL. Well, maybe they should fucking throw money at Mitchell Pearce for a year because they need someone to control this team.
I swear to God, if they're not throwing money at Mitchell Pearce because they're afraid they're going to be memed because of the whole dog thing, fuck me. Honestly, I'd be throwing it at Pearce. If you want success in finals footy, throw it at Pearce for a year or two. It wouldn't hurt.
I'm just reading the chat. Sean, I don't know what you want me to read, bro. Like, I've been going through the chat. I don't know what you want me to read, bro.
What happened?
Said read the comments. I'm reading the comments. I don't know what you want me to say,
Nothing
Sean.
in the comments to read.
Let me know what you want me to say, Sean, and I'm more than happy to I'm more than happy to answer your question, bro. Let me know. Like the Bulldogs, it's clear as day what their problem is. They need a halfback.
They need an experienced one with more than just with experience.
Even if a Braden Trindle went there for a year, it wouldn't even hurt.
Braden Trindle.
Trindle's a good 7, bro. He's a good player.
Also looking at players like fucking.
They probably need someone more dominant. Maybe a Jake Clifford. I don't know.
He's been killing it over there.
Playing well, yeah, he's going well.
I
wouldn't say he's playing amazing, but he's doing well.
I definitely invest in
I need someone
who knows what it takes to go the extra length.
They just need a real dominant halfback, bro.
That's
Sam
right.
Walker, maybe. I don't know.
Hey.
Why the fuck not? The Roosters don't want him.
If that's the case, get on him, dogs. Get on him.
Just good, give him a call. I don't know.
Yep.
But you know what? Well done to the Warriors. I thought they were very good. Their second half was a bit scrappy. It was a bit sloppy. But I thought that first half was terrific. The damage had already been done. Fadil Blake, I thought he was the best player on the field. I thought he was dominant. Fadil Blake scored that try again. What about that ball from Dylan Walker? Bro, Fadil Blake, he is in great form at the moment. He's playing good footy at the Warriors.
Scored last week, scored this week, had a few tries this year. Fadil Blake is the definition of a Warrior. He's been fantastic, and he's definitely my top 3 players tonight.
Yeah, well, he ran for about 160 metres, same as Tulu Harris.
Tulu Harris, shout out to him.
Let's go through some of the Warriors players. Obviously, we already mentioned Chance. I thought Tennis Lesniak was very good.
Yep, him, Marcelo.
Bogman and Johnson were good.
Mate, I do as half pairing next in 2 weeks' time.
Fadil Blake was great. Bunty Afoa didn't play much minutes, which was a bit strange.
Yeah, a bit strange, but I think Andrew Webster had a plan there.
Yeah, he'd have a plan behind that. Nia Cora was good. Harris was terrific, I thought, bro, at lock.
Oh, Harris. Beautiful playing tonight.
Josh Curran was fantastic. Wade Egan's return, it didn't do anything special tonight, Wade Egan, but
Just do what he
his
has
first
to
game
do.
back in a few weeks.
Yep. No, the whole Warriors team looking good, back in humming. They get a week off now, so they'll get 4 points on the competition ladder.
Yep.
And then 2 straight games in New Zealand, so
Tough to beat.
they're looking good.
Also, I thought Dylan Walker off the bench changed the whole game, bro. He came off the bench, set up that try for Fanil Blake, and I thought Dylan Walker's ball playing ability and the way he opened up the Warriors, the way he opened up the Warriors' attack, I thought he really sucked the life out of the Bulldogs. I thought Dylan Walker, he's not my man of the match, but if I was given a second or third best player on the field tonight, Dylan Walker would be my guy because, I reckon Fanil Blake was best player on the field along with probably Sean Johnson and Chance, but fuck, man, Dylan Walker was outstanding.
Yep, 100%. Dylan Walker, I think they found their answer now. With Volkman, Johnson in the halves, and you have Dylan Walker off the bench just creating that spark. It's terrific.
Brother, I'm loving the Warriors rotation. This is what they do, and it really fucking this rotation destroys teams, bro. So they start the game with Fanil Blake and Bunty in the front row, right? And then around the 20th minute mark, they take Bunty Afoa off the field. They put Harris in the front row. Walker goes straight to lock forward. And with Fanil Blake as that damaging fucking front rower, Harris, they punch through the middle, bro. Fanil Blake and Harris, they punch straight through the middle of the field. And you've got Walker as that ball playing 13, and then, hitting short balls to the back rowers and Curran and Nia Cora and guys like Wade Egan running from dummy half with, guys like Montoya and Watanis Lesniak just helping get the sets rolling forward. Yeah, I love the Warriors 1-2 punch around that 20th minute mark when they bring on Walker. It just, I'm in love with it, bro. I'm fucking loving it. I love what they're doing.
It's something that teams find hard to stop. One of the best rotations in the comp. Easy.
I fucking love their rotation, and it's just so good to watch. And you know what? Fuck this. I'm going out on a limb and saying something big.
Go on.
Fuck this. You know what? I'm convinced. The New Zealand Warriors are going to play finals this season.
Yeah, it's a good chance.
I believe it. I believe in the hype.
Bro, why does it keep doing that? Yeah, I agree.
Well,
I was convinced a few weeks ago, and I am again.
Bro, they're back in the top 8. There's 6 wins, 5 losses. Like you said, we've got a couple of games in New Zealand coming up now. I'm just having a quick look at their run. The Warriors next month, so obviously they've got the bye next week. Then they play Brisbane.
Yeah.
They play the Brisbane Broncos over in New Zealand, where the Broncos will have about 9 players out for Origin. So the Warriors will be fresh as for that. Play the Dolphins in New Zealand, which is another game that'll be really interesting. Then they got the Raiders in Canberra and the Dragons of Wollongong. So the Warriors next month is very good.
They've been another bye.
Yeah. So they're going to be fresh at the back end of the year too, and they're not going to be Origin affected, bro. See, if a team like the Warriors can win games on the road, if they can go to Sydney and win, it's going to help them at the back end of the year, bro, because they've gone to fucking Townsville, they've beaten the Cowboys, they've gone to Cronulla, they've beaten the Sharks, they've gone to Sydney at Core Stadium, beaten the Bulldogs. If the Warriors are going to win these sort of games, Sydney and Queensland, it's just going to help them, bro, because in New Zealand, they are so hard to beat. They've only lost 1 game there this year. That was against the Roosters a couple of weeks ago. But in New Zealand, it is literally a fortress. The Warriors are such a good team.
They have such a good mentality in that team, and it's very incredible, I think. This with the Warriors being back in New Zealand, mate, it's really lifted them really good, and you can
So
see
hard
it.
to win over there, bro.
Oh, it's a fortress. Yeah, I agree. I think Mount Smart is a hard place to go and win.
Bro, it's almost at the point where if you're going to go to New Zealand and you're going to play the Warriors at Mount Smart, whether it be a day game or whether it be a night game, brother, you better treat that game as a fucking grand final because they are so hard to beat.
It's one of the top places to travel and hard to come away for victory.
Definitely.
It's
Definitely.
mate, it's scarier than Amy Park these days.
Oh, yeah, it's up there, bro. And you know what? Before we go, just quickly, you man of the match from the Bulldogs-Warriors game, bro. I'm going for Neil Blake. Thought he was incredible.
Shaun Johnson kicked over 700 metres, and I just think he was everywhere tonight. He was phenomenal. Vintage.
Just quickly, I have to mention it again. I'm in love with the Warriors bench rotation, man. Fuck. Fucking love it. I love it. Vanilla Blake, Bunty, first 20 minutes. Bunty goes off for a rest. Harris and Vanilla Blake in the front row. Walker comes on at fucking jersey 14. Plays like Ford. Bro, Vanilla Blake, Harris, punch through the middle. They suck life out of teams. Near Corey, Curran in the back row, Walker through the middle. I fucking love the Warriors bench rotation. It's so good to watch.
Probably something they've lacked the last few years is good rotation.
It's probably my favorite rotation right now. I just love them, bro. They're so good.
It's up there. It's one of the best. And I think
if they keep winning games, it'll be one of the best in the comp. I love it.
Well, it's already up there enough as it is. So
you know what? Up the wires. Congratulations. Very good win.
It's only going to keep developing. So, good on the Warriors. It's good to see them do well.
I can't hate on the Warriors, bro. You know what they did for the NRL for fucking 3 years, where they couldn't play in New Zealand. Their whole family was stuck over here in Australia. Some of them left their family in New Zealand. And, bro, the Warriors, you can't hate on them, bro. They're just so good to watch, and they're so good for the game. Shout out to the Warriors, bro. I love everything about them at the moment. They are one of the best teams to watch. I love them, bro.
No, good on them. It's good to see them do well because I think they're one of those teams that deserve to have something good go their way.
Yeah.
And, look, they're a good team this year, and they're definitely a finals contender.
And, bro, just quickly, if the Cowboys make the finals and we get knocked out and, you know, we're out, I genuinely hope the Warriors go all the way this year, man.
What a story that would be. What a story that would be.
Up the wires. Well done. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Friday Night Football review for round 11 of the 2023 NRL season. If you enjoyed tonight's review, then make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I am the only regular YouTuber that does the live reviews after all the games. So Thursday Night Football review, it's me and TJC Sports. Friday night football review, it's me and CJ Moxley. Saturday football review, it's me and Pro Enzo Vids. And Sundays are usually a bit random, but tomorrow will be a bit different. I'm going to do a live reaction to South versus West Tigers, and then I'm going to review that game. And then obviously I'll live react to the Cowboys game, and then the Saturday night football review for the two games. So I'm changing it. I'm doing things a little bit different tomorrow, so we'll see. And CJ, bro, have fun at South and Tigers, and I'll try and get you on for the review from the ground.
Yeah, hopefully there's 50 tomorrow, eh? But yeah, I'll do my best to jump on. I should be free to. And thanks for having me on, and bring on.
No worries, bro. Thank you to the live chat as well for tuning in. I appreciate everyone that's taken the time out of their night or day to watch tonight's review. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and see you guys tomorrow for the South versus West Tigers live reaction. Until next time, guys, have a phenomenal night. Full time, Warriors 24, Bulldogs 12, and full time at Penrith, Memphis 48. Guys, tomorrow.